Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Fayaz Manchani, Professor of Chemistry. Dear students, in the lecture number 2, lecture number 1, class first year, grade 11, we are talking about the stoichiometric calculations. In the stoichiometric calculation, in the previous lectures, we done how to calculate the unknown moles from the balanced chemical equations by using conversion factor in the last lecture. In this lecture 1, there is the addition molar volume. Molar volume. The volume occupied by the gas, any gas, either lighter gas or heavier gas. 1 mole of the gas means 1 mole. 1 mole of the gas occupied by the volume at STP, standard temperature pressure. In the previous lectures I told you STP. When we say standard temperature pressure means at 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure. So dear students, the molar volume means the volume occupied by 1 mole of a gas. 1 mole of gas at standard temperature pressure is called molar volume. So suppose I have example, suppose we have a nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas, one example. So its mass is 28 AMU. So 28 grams should be equal to 1 mole. The definition of mole: atomic mass, molecular mass, formula mass, ionic mass. When expressed in gram, this is called a mole. So molar mass of nitrogen is 28 AMU, 28 grams, 1 mole, and this should be 1 mole of everything should be equal. Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 molecules, because nitrogen is a molecule, and at STP, at standard temperature pressure, 1 mole of the nitrogen gas means 28 grams. 1 mole of nitrogen gas contains 22.414 decimeter. 22.414 decimeter cube occupied by the gas, this is called a molar volume. 22.414, or if you multiply by 1000, it should be 22,414 centimeter cube also. It's conversion factor also. So this is the one example I gave you. So it means that any gas, maybe the lighter gas, maybe the heavier gas. If you bring the example of lightest gas, which is the hydrogen. This is hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas will be 2 AMU, 2 grams, 1 mole, and should be equal 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 molecules and 22.414 decimeter cube at standard temperature pressure. In examination, one question asked that 1 mole of the gas occupy the same volume masses are different. The masses are different. Dear students, when we say masses are different, it means that nature of the gas is going to be different. Mass of nitrogen gas is different from the hydrogen. That's why masses are different, but number of moles same. So again, I am telling you that the molar volume is defined as the volume occupied by 1 mole of the gas. 1 mole of the gas at standard temperature pressure, which is 22.414 decimeter cube. You can convert into meter cube by dividing 1000. You can convert into centimeter cube, multiply by 1000. You can get this units. So this is called a molar volume. Now the question is here. One question. If you see your book sample number 1.2 example, the iron ore so this is the iron ore which is going to be formed from the balanced chemical equation. So this is the reduction process. Carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent in this case, and iron ore changes into iron. So the question is that iron can be produced from the iron ore by reacting one carbon monoxide, this is a reducing agent, to form carbon dioxide gas. This carbon dioxide gas is going to be formed. What mass of iron can be formed from 425 grams of iron ore? So, mass of iron ore is 425 grams and mass of iron is question mark. There are many methods for calculations. We say interconversion. All these are interconvertible. You can use mole to mole method. In this book, this book is going to be explained by the mole to mole method. You can use mole to mass method. You can use mass to mass method. You can use mass to mole method. You can calculate even volume. You can calculate number of particles if you know the formulas. Because this book explains according to number of moles. That's why I solved this numerical according to your book. If I use for mass to mass method, this is very simple. Within 2-3 lines it will be completed. But if I use moles method, then I use indirect one. So first I have to change these grams into number of moles first. Molar mass of iron is a 56. If you calculate the molar mass, iron 56 multiplied by 2, this is 112 plus 48. So this will be equal to about 159.6. 159.6. This is the molar mass for this iron ore. So the formula is moles of iron ore is 425 grams divided by 159.5 grams per mole for this one. If you calculate 159.6 or 5 grams per mole for the iron, exactly, if you see the periodic table like this one. So dear students, if you calculate this, your answer will be 425 divided by 159.6. The answer is 2.666. Yes, 2.666 moles of iron ore. These are the number of moles. So first step is convert these grams into number of moles. Then you have to use the conversion factor method. In the lecture number 2 I told you how we calculate. Now this is given. Now you have calculate number of moles and mass you need. So first you have to calculate number of moles of iron, then you have to convert these moles into mass. So first of all you have to convert these moles of iron ore to moles of iron. That is why there is a formula. Yesterday I told you. Conversion factor is equal to molar ratio. And yesterday I told you in the previous lecture, lecture number 2, that unknown. This is to be calculated. Unknown. It should be a numerator and this is unknown because we have the moles of the ore. So it should be denominator. So according to the formula of the conversion factor, molar ratio is equal to moles of iron divided by, according to the balanced chemical equation, stoichiometric equation, 1 mole of iron oxide. So this is called a conversion factor. Number of moles of the required quantity of iron divided by the number of moles of given quantity. This is the given quantity. This is called a conversion factor, molar ratio. So solve it. Conversion factor. Now, given quantity, this is a given quantity. So, given quantity multiply by conversion factor. Desired quantity is equal given quantity multiply by conversion factor. So put the values. Given quantity is 2.666 moles of iron oxide multiply by 2 moles of iron divided by 1 mole of iron oxide. So this iron oxide is cancelled. So just multiply. Just you have to multiply 2 multiply by 2.666. So your answer will be 5.33. 5. The answer is 5.332 moles of iron. These are the number of moles, desired quantity, number of moles of iron from the 425 grams. But the question is, calculate mass. How much mass of iron is going to be calculated here? So, dear students, the answer from this is written in the lower classes. Mass of iron is equal to number of moles multiplied by molar mass. This is the formula. So number of moles are 5.332 number of moles of iron, and exact value for the iron is 55.9. So 55.9 if you multiply by the 5.332, so 5.332 multiplied by 55.9 or 56, your answer is 298. 298 grams of iron. This is your answer. So if you use the mole method, so first of all you have to convert these grams into number of moles. Formula mole is mass in gram over molar mass. So this is the mass in gram and this molar mass of iron ore. So this is the answer for 2.66 number of moles. So these are the number of moles of iron ore, but we want to calculate mass of iron, so I use the conversion factor method. The conversion factor is equal to molar ratio. This should be a numerator and this should be a denominator according to stoichiometric equation. 2 moles of the iron divided by 1 mole of the iron oxide multiplied by given quantity, that is 2.66 number of moles of the iron ore. So if you multiply this one, you multiply by this, so you will get 5.33 moles of iron. So we calculate number of moles. But the question is mass of iron. So how I calculate mass? So mass of iron is the moles multiplied by molar mass. The formula of mass is moles multiplied by molar mass. So number of moles we calculated from here. These are the 5.32 and the molar mass is the 5.9. So if you multiply, you will get 298 grams of iron. So this is the answer for this. How we calculate mass to mole. This means indirect method. Means first you convert mass into moles, then again mole into mass. So this is indirect. You can calculate by the mass to mass directly. You can calculate this by using mass to mass directly. Same answer you will get. So this is the one example. Second example is self-check exercise 1.2. Self-check exercise 1.2, this is given in your book, you have to solve yourself. The main engine of US space shuttle are powered by the liquid hydrogen and oxygen gases. The mass is given 1.02 10 to the power 5 kilograms. Just I'm going to give you a hit and you have to solve yourself at your home. So you have to change kilograms into grams first. So multiply by 1000. So first change kilograms into grams. So mass of the liquid oxygen is necessary for the hydrogen. So you have to calculate the mass of oxygen. Mass of oxygen. Same method. 100% same method. But you have to only convert these kilograms into grams. So first of all, you have to convert these grams, then change it to number of moles. Then you apply the conversion factor, then calculate the mass of oxygen by using the same method. So this is assignment you have to calculate yourself. Now there is another thing. Simple problem 1.3. Now, dear students, in the problem 1.3, potassium chlorate, calculate the number of molecules of oxygen produced by the thermal decomposition of 490 grams of potassium chlorate. So, dear students, potassium chlorate. When we are going to heat, it gives potassium chloride and oxygen gas. So this is the balance equation. Actually, this is the lab method for the preparation of oxygen. In the laboratory, we use this method for the preparation of oxygen, but we have to use a catalyst, manganese dioxide. So you have to put the correct proportion of manganese dioxide as a catalyst in the potassium chlorate because it's explosive. So you have to put manganese dioxide in potassium chlorate, mix it, and then you have to heat, you will get oxygen gas, and you have to fill the jar for oxygen gas. Okay, so the lab method. So the question is, you have to calculate the mass of oxygen, same, and number of molecules. Number of molecules of oxygen, and which is given here 400. Mass of potassium chlorate 490 grams, and we have to calculate molecules of oxygen gas. Dear students, same method is there here. But first of all, you have to convert this mass into number of moles. So first, moles of potassium chlorate. The formula is mass in gram, 490 grams, and molar mass, atomic mass will be given in the examination. Just you have to add the molar masses. So potassium is 39 plus chlorine is 35.5, and oxygen is 16 to 48 plus 48. This will be equal to 122.5. So 122.5 grams per mole. So this is the formula. The previous example we done this. So now divide it. 490 divided by 122.5, you will get 4 grams, 4 moles, 4 moles of potassium chlorate. 4 moles of potassium chlorate. Now, for the calculation of molecules, you must know the number of moles, because the formula of molecule is equal moles multiplied by Avogadro's number. So must you know moles of oxygen. So I know the moles of potassium chloride here. So according to the conversion factor, is equal to molar ratio. So this oxygen should be numerator 3 moles of oxygen divided by 2 moles of potassium chlorate. So now desired quantity is equal to given quantity multiply by conversion factor. Given quantity is 4 moles. 4 moles of potassium chlorate multiplied by 2 moles of oxygen. 2 moles of oxygen divided by 3 moles of oxygen divided by 2 moles of potassium chlorate. So this is the conversion factor. 3 moles of oxygen divided by 2 moles of potassium chloride. So potassium chloride is going to be cancelled here. You have to calculate 3 over 2 multiplied by 3 over 2 multiplied by 4. So answer is 1.5. You have answered moles of oxygen 1.5 moles. This is the moles. Now molecules, number of molecules of oxygen is equal moles multiplied by Avogadro's number. So 1.5 moles multiplied by 6.022 into 10 raised power 23. So your answer will be equal to 1.5 multiplied by 6.022. So the answer is 9.033 10 raised power 23 molecules of oxygen. So this is your answer. So if you calculate like this, conversion factor 3 moles of oxygen and 2 moles of potassium chlorate and 4 moles of we have calculated this. So 3 over 2 multiplied by 4 multiplied by these are the number of moles and multiplied by Avogadro's number. So previously we done this same as this we done this. These are 6 moles. These are the 6 moles. 6 moles is here. So now multiply 6 multiplied by 6.022. So this will be a 36.132. Yes. 36.132 10 raised to power 23. Now if you change this digit, make it 3.6.132. So this will be increased. It will be 24. So 24 molecules of oxygen gas. Now this is correct. So this is one thing. Now here we have to use the molar volume in next topic. In the next topic there is a molar volume. We use molar volume here. The question is hydrogen and fluorine, hydrogen gas and chlorine gas to give a hydrogen chloride gas. This is the question. Hydrogen gas, chlorine gas to give a hydrogen chloride gas. There is one more law, Gibbs law. According to Gibbs law, the gases react with simple whole number ratio to the product. Simple whole number ratio of the product. Simple whole number ratio means 1 mole of hydrogen, 1 mole of chlorine to give a 2 moles of hydrogen chloride. This equation shows that 1 mole of hydrogen reacts with 1 mole of chlorine to give a 2 moles of hydrogen chloride, and I told you in the previous lectures this molar ratio may be same, may be different in the balanced chemical equation. Moles may be same, may not be same. So in this equation, this is same repetition previously. Here 2 grams of hydrogen, 1 mole of hydrogen, 6.022 10⁻23 molecules of hydrogen, 22.414 decimeter cube is the molar volume. Same we done before. Same this one. 35.571 grams of chlorine gas, 1 mole of chlorine gas, 6.022 10⁻23 molecules of chlorine gas should occupy 22.414 decimeter cube at SPP. But on the product side, you are finding 2 moles. So 2 moles means 36.5. 36.5 multiplied by 2. So answer is 73. So here 73 grams of HCl and 2 moles, not 1 mole. 2 moles of HCl and 2 multiplied by 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 molecules of HCl and 2 multiplied by 22.414 decimeter cube. So this is previous examples I told you this one. Now there is a one method. Example is given here. Determine the volume 2.5 moles chlorine. 2.5 moles of chlorine. 2.5 moles. Calculate the volume of chlorine at SPP. So if you see this 1.4 sample example, so you have to calculate number of moles. Volume, but moles are given for you. So it's very simple. Just you have to multiply by molar volume. Molar volume multiplied by the moles, you will get the volume of the gas, because because of 1 mole of chlorine at standard temperature pressure is equal to 22.414 decimeter cube. And for 2.5 moles, so then we multiply 22.414 multiplied by 2.5, so you will get answer. Just multiply it. 22.414 multiplied by 2.5, you will get 56. The answer is a 56.035 decimeter cube of chlorine at STP. So this is the answer. Just you have to multiply. If moles are given, you have to calculate the volume, multiply by only molar volume. Molar volume is multiplied by moles, you will get the volume of the gas. Vice versa. So just simple. Volume of the gas will be is equal to molar volume multiplied by moles. And if you want to calculate number of moles of gas, then volume divided by molar volume of the gas at standard temperature pressure. With this formula we have to apply for the calculations may be given in the exercise question. We will solve inshallah. So today we discuss about how to calculate the number of molecules and also according to the law. So we have to calculate the molar volume also for different gases here. So this lecture is going to finish now. Thank you.